Coming up on WMBD News at noon, you might have to do some rerouting during your commute this week. We'll tell you how long the Murray-Baker Bridge will be experiencing some closures. Also, additional resources are coming to a number of schools in the Peoria Public School District. We're exploring the impact that they're expected to have. And a bridge rescue is highlighting the work of Peoria County's everyday heroes. Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Shelby Roberts. We begin this afternoon with a traffic alert for you as you head out on your commute all this week. Today, major construction has started on the Murray-Baker Bridge in the Peoria area. Now, that work involves preparing the bridge for deck replacements that are happening later this year. Here's what that schedule will look like. Between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. today and tomorrow, one lane will be closed in each direction on the Murray-Baker Bridge. And on Thursday and Friday, those same lane closures, but they'll be happening between 7 p.m. and 5 a.m. City officials say you'll want to give yourself some extra time if you plan on using the bridge during those time periods. The full project is expected to be finished in October. New at noon, Central Illinois Flyers are getting another destination to fly directly to. Starting in June, the Peoria International Airport will offer nonstop service to Nashville. That announcement came earlier this morning. With the new route, PIA will now fly to 7 different locations with Allegiant. Increased flights are planned for the spring-summer season. In other news, a Peoria man is in jail facing more than 30 charges for alleged home invasion. Take a look at your screen here. This is 20-year-old Marcellus Brown. He's now in police custody. This weekend, police were called to a home on West Forest Hill in the area. When officers got on scene, the homeowner told police he had just been robbed. Moments later, a man's car drove past. After a brief chase, police found Brown with the help of a canine unit. Brown now faces 36 charges, including reckless driving, aggravated fleeing, unlawful possession of a stolen car, and home invasion. A Bloomington man is going to prison for 16 years after police say he trafficked crack cocaine. U.S. Marshals arrested 31-year-old Raymond Stevens in November of 2018. A year later, he pled guilty to conspiring to trafficking drugs and possessing and distributing crack cocaine. His alleged co-conspirator in that case pled guilty as well. 29-year-old Khalil Hood admitted to conspiracy and 1 count of possession with the intent to distribute crack cocaine. 3 other men tied to that ring have already been convicted in McLean County. Also in the Twin Cities, for the first time since 1990, the Unit 5 School Board will now have a woman running the show. School administrators made it official last night, voting in new superintendent, Dr. Kristen Kendrick-Wykiel. Dr. Wykiel will be replacing current superintendent, Dr. Mark Daniel. Daniel announced earlier this year that he will be stepping down after the school year to spend more time with family. Dr. Wykiel comes to the district with more than 20 years of experience with teaching, and she currently serves as the superintendent for the Warrensburg-Latham area near Decatur. She says she's excited to join the Twin Cities community and has already had some plans for when she steps into office.
With every district, a shortage of qualified educators. That's across, the state and the nation, really. Finances are a concern in many districts. Transportation, of course, and really building those relationships so we have trust and open and honest communication.
And Dr. Wykiel will finish out this school year at her current district, and then she'll start with Unit 5 this summer. More resources are coming to Peoria's lowest performing public schools. Local schools that receive the lowest performance ranking defined by the Illinois State Board of Education will now get what's called learning partners. Those mentor partners would be required for all schools that fit in that particular performance category. The 2 partners selected to provide services are New Leaders and the Illinois Association of Regional School Superintendents. That will cost more than $78,000. It'll be funded by the School Improvement Grant. School officials say they're hoping the extra help will lead to some better results.
The different schools that chose these learning partners, they have found ways of how to fill a void. It's additional support. It's another eyes, hands to come and help our teachers and our students.
And some of the schools that will receive mentors include Manual and Peoria High Schools, as well as 6 other grade schools. Also in the Peoria School District, the school board has settled with Ryan Schubert, a former school resource officer. Back in 2017, Schubert allegedly made an inappropriate Facebook post saying, quote, "I am going to start urinating on Martin Luther King Jr. statue. If I do it, I will say it's only protesting. Nothing wrong with that, right?" End quote. He was dismissed and that issue was taken to arbitration.
Actually went through the mediation process and came up with a plan and actually offered the position back. And so during mediation, we were actually able to come up with a win-win for both parties.
And Schubert declined to be reinstated, but he will receive $30,000 back pay for suspension time and benefits. Donations are pouring in for the Lights On After School program for Peoria Public Schools. That program is working to offer a safe environment for local students to be fed, have some fun, and learn life skills on Friday and Saturday nights. The Safety Administration Chief, Demario Boone, shared this update on Facebook. According to the Post, the program has received new laundry equipment, video gaming systems, games, and monetary donations for food. Boone adds that more than 75 people have already signed up to volunteer for the program. You can find out how you can help out with this cause over on our website, ciproud.com. Video of two Peoria County Sheriff's deputies helping a man off of a bridge is now making rounds on social media. Sheriff Brian Asbell reminds the community that this incident is just one of many that deputies respond to on a regular basis. Asbell says many reported crimes are related to untreated mental health issues. He says much like other agencies, the Peoria community has seen an uptick in those wishing to hurt themselves. Those situations vary case by case, and he says training responders can be very difficult.
You can't train for a specific situation. You can't train for a situation potentially where someone's going to, try to hurt themselves by jumping off a bridge, because they're very fluent situations. So it all comes down to relationships and communication.
Asbell says if you're feeling in distress, you can always call his office, and those first responders will get you in contact with resources to help you out. Local law enforcement officials were honored in Peoria County yesterday. Members of the Don't Start campaign brought lunch to officers at the Peoria County Sheriff's Office. The group is made up of local artists Worth Muhammad, as well as Joe Corey and Brian Yarborough. The three of them advocate for local kids to stay in school, and they do it through music and programming events. Those three men brought sandwiches to those law enforcement officials to say thank you for all that they do in the community.
A lot of time these officers go and appreciate it for all that what they do. So we figured at least we can do is buy them lunch.
The group also says they plan to do this for other agencies in the area. The city of Champaign is making a bid for the IHSA state tournament. Coming up, we're sharing their proposal in our news from around Illinois.